remember, you didn't find this message found you. Welcome back. Today, I want to talk about what actually happens when you stop forcing, stop chasing, and just stay true to the process long enough for the field to clear. Because that's when the vaults open. And when they open, the things you claim start showing up. Not as random luck, but as a natural result of the work you already did. So in the previous video, it was about the inner work, right? And, like I just said in that video, you have to do the work for these things to manifest. And you're gonna know when those vaults open, right? And currently, my vaults are opening and have been opened. And what I mean by that is, things just start flowing, right? It's easy. You have to do the work. You have to plant the seeds for these things to happen. I have two specific situations right now where I'm seeing the results manifest right before my eyes. I was in a slump, right? This last 4 months, I've been grinding. And I was at the pinnacle at one point. I was at the top. I was free. I had financial freedom. I had freedom all around me. And in order for things to manifest and for you to go through that forge, you have to let it go. Sometimes you have to let your successes and the things you really want, you have to just let it go. And it's not that you're starting from the bottom. It's just that in order for these vaults to release, you have to give it room. You have to let things fill up, right? It's like, you're cleaning up your room, you're cleaning up your car, you're cleaning up something up, right? You have to clean that. You got to clean those areas out for things to come in and manifest, right? And I was in a point in my life where currently I had to clear it out, right? The things I was latching on to, the identities, the things that I thought that was important, I had to let go. Almost like an ego death. I'm sure if you've ever experienced one, it's crazy. And there's an ego death part to this where right before you rise up again, you have to let everything go. And it's not, like I said, it's not that you're starting from the bottom. You have to make room for these new blessings to come in. You have to know your worth, right? You have to know your value, whether in business, in this matrix, in the spiritual realms, in everything. You have to know your value, right? And if you don't know your value, people will undermine you. People will take advantage of you. And the more you let that happen, the more you keep those vaults closed, right? You have to stand up for yourself. Don't let people walk over you. Don't let anyone or any situation dictate your worth, because if you truly knew your worth, you would step into that meeting, you would step into that situation or conversation and firmly state your energy and what you stand for. And you can't let anyone walk over that, right? So just going back to what I was saying about these two opportunities, I was in my slump. I had to let everything go, and I had to trust the process. It's hard. It's easy saying it. Oh, just trust the process, man. And everything. It's different when you're actually in the fire, right? When you're in the forge, because you're in an unknown territory. Even though I've had many forges in my life, each one is different, and each one carries its own significance, right? So this one I had to go through and currently going through, but finally being able to breathe out the water, it really taught me that life won't give anything to you for free. Even though you may have an extremely rare chart, you may have all the foundations correct, you still have to put in the work. You still have to manifest those opportunities. I thought, like I said in the previous video, you know, the blessing will just come, right? Because I found my furnace chart. I found all these things, and I start learning about my position in this world, right? And in the spiritual, through Bazi and through just, you know, these experiences I've been having. You have to make it happen. No one's gonna make it happen for you. And these opportunities I'm talking about, I could go more into it when I open these vaults and you guys come and join me into a more deeper conversation. But these two opportunities that are happening in my life right now are gonna propel me and change my timeline into what it needs to become, right? And like I said, you're not starting from zero. You just have to trust the process, because if you don't, by not believing, right? By not putting faith in yourself and into the universe, because you have to understand everything happens for a reason, and everything will eventually get you to where you need to be. So you don't need to worry about what's happening. It's hard, right? I'm sure you guys are going through something right now, whatever it is. You have to trust the process and just believe that the universe always conspires to help you achieve what you want. And this is what this experience taught me, is that the universe always got me. It always has my back. And if you just keep pushing and keep believing, those opportunities will pop up. And if you're ready for those opportunities, and you've done the work, the inner work, they come easy, and you start flowing, and you start manifesting at will. It's almost like you're not asking for things anymore, you're commanding for things, right? Prayer, there's a lot of good things about prayer, but it's how you do it that matters. You have to understand that you're a part of the universe. You're part of the frequency, you're part of the higher source, God, whatever name you want to call it. You have to command your reality. You don't beg and ask like a servant or a lower being. You are a higher being. You have to command your reality. And when you get to this point where those vaults open up, I feel like I'm in a point now where I'm commanding my reality and it's listening to me. It's not just opening up the doors. I'm almost manifesting in the moment. I'm almost preparing, not almost, I am preparing for these opportunities in the moment as though it's catered to me, right? And it's a beautiful thing when you start experiencing things like that. So you have to make it happen, right? You can manifest at will. We are creators. We all create this reality, this matrix we're in. We're all the creators. Don't think you're a bystander. Don't think you're in the audience. You're the film director. You are the director, and you can write your script how you want, and it will manifest if you do the right things in order, right? So let me just peep in real quick. For a long time, it felt like I was grinding, holding the frequency when nothing external was moving, protecting my peace, refusing to drop my standard even though situations try to pull me into a reaction. I kept clearing the field, releasing old tension, setting clean boundaries, staying in line with the version of me that already had what I was calling. Most people quit in that season. They get tired of holding the vision with no visible proof. I didn't. I treated the quiet part as the process, not as a failure. You have to have the eyes to believe. Can you see the air? Can you see the frequency? You can't even see inside your body until you cut it open. But you know things are there. And that's what I mean by believing. You have to have the eyes to believe, because if you don't, it's going to be that much more harder for you to achieve your dreams and to manifest things the way you want it to become. Take a deep breath with me, guys. Release the tension. If you're holding tension, release it. Forgive, but never forget. And don't be afraid to administer and give people the proper judgment through the proper channels if they deserve it, because you're worth it. Stand up for your worth, stay in your ground, and keep believing, right? The vaults will be opening soon, y'all. If you like these videos, keep tuning in. These are my transmissions and the frequency I want to extend to y'all. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Infinite love.